Ladies and gentlemen, this may or may not be my last report of the evening. I don't know how much more I can take. As I was worried about in the last video, now they are ordering more evacuations, and the U.S. Army Corps is saying that the water in the reservoirs is rising. So there could be additional flooding on top of the additional flooding. We have a mandatory evacuation. Immediately. Urgent. North Gate Crossing Municipal Utility Number 1. The Water District has announced that due to worsening conditions, a mandatory evacuation from the Water District is necessary. This includes the Northwood Pines subdivision. It is possible, if conditions continue at the current rate, that you may be unable to leave the Water District after 11 p.m. So they should prepare immediately for mandatory evacuation. I would highly recommend, if you're in this area, taking that advice. And at the bottom you see here, in the event of a levee breach or failure, there's potential for severe street and home flooding. So, as I'd said, that this could get worse in the worst case scenarios that anybody had laid out. So, I mean, this storm is nasty beyond description, and I have to admit, the amount of "Texas deserves this for not fixing climate change" tweets is disgusting. And that in moments like this, if you're pushing a political agenda or using it to hate on anyone, that is a true sign of your character. Because this is a horrific event that will have major ramifications on everything you ever knew down the road. Trust me, this is a sign of things to come. So, imagine if you were in our situation. I know that if, like, New York were totally flooding out, or California, or anyway, I don't hate anybody, so I sure as hell don't blame poor people and middle class people and even low rent rich people for not fixing quote unquote climate change. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see you take on the oil companies and win. And when people say, oh, climate change, it's not like they're offering a solution. They're just saying, I believe in climate change. I told you climate change did it. And it's like, okay, but you're not giving a solution. You don't have a real solution that will work in real life. Meaning, you say carbon tax. Well, if you don't cap that, then they can continue to use as much carbon as they want and just pass on the fines to the consumer. So I don't know. I'm too, I guess, too invested in this story. But, like, here it is in Louisiana. Isn't on it too. So it could be the saddest day. I don't know. To me, it's like if 9/11 were a 5-day event. It's just never ending and horrific. So, I ask you to say prayers, and I wish the governor would get on live TV across the nation and say, hey, if you got a boat, show up in Houston tomorrow at dawn, and let's go rescue everybody. We'll do it together like a cool group of good people. Because, I mean, I hope it doesn't get as bad as I think it may. But anyway, I'll try and keep you guys posted. But it's getting scary, man. And it's just sad. And not only is, the event sad, but how the rest of America's taking it is pretty damn sad. And so, and there's going to be a whole lot of moisture coming up through the coast. Regardless. So, I'm just keeping you guys posted. And oh yeah, there was this too in the Criminal Court of Appeals. Emergency order authorizing modification of suspension of court procedures. But, so people are going to instantly say, hey, this is a conspiracy theory. But no, man, like, this is just necessary. It's just sad, and it just shows at what level of horror they're preparing for. This, I think, is basically just saying that if you have a major city that's underwater, you can't punish people for not making it to trial. Anywho, well, God bless everyone, and talk to you guys soon.